Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. Hope everybody's having a good morning if it's morning for you. Today's video is going to be an update on Bitcoin. I want to thank everybody for subscribing and commenting on my channel. I just want to say I appreciate every one of you that has got my free strategy and is making good money from it. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just the way that I see the market and I intend to trade it. We are going to start out on the monthly time frame. What I want to point out on the monthly time frame is this current monthly candle that we have. Right now, we've pushed up a little bit since yesterday. But what we don't want to see is this come back down and create a candle that looks like this. This is what's called a hammer candle. And basically what it is a small body, it doesn't matter the color, and a wick that is longer than the body, basically. So some examples of a hammer candle are this one right here, this one. This candle here was a hammer, and that was a big reversal candle. This candle here caused this reversal. Let's see, this candle here caused this reversal, and this candle here caused this reversal. So basically, I don't want to see this come down and close, say, around 32,600. We just don't want the body of this candle to be small and the wick to be long. We don't want to see a candle that looks like this, or even the body smaller. That would end up being a doji candle. We don't want to see that. So we have exactly, today's the 29th. I'm not sure if there's 31 days in this month, but we have a few more days. So let's see what happens with that candle, and let's watch that candle closely. Looking at the indicator that I use, this is the indicator that I use. If you want to learn more about it, you can click the link below for the free strategy and get this indicator. On the monthly time frame, when we had divergence between this high and this high here, and that's what caused us to come down. When we were up here, we had divergence between this high and this high, and that's what caused us to eventually come down. So on the monthly time frame, we do have divergence between here and here, but we had it last month also. So basically what I would be looking for is some kind of correction. We make a new high, and then we create divergence here before I would even think about this monthly time frame divergence being of any significance. Because of history, we had divergence between two highs before the monthly came down and even mattered. On the weekly time frame, and I've said this in my other videos, I'll go over it again quickly. When we do finally have a correction that comes down, I would definitely want to see it hold this blue 50 line. And this whole bull run we had here, when we corrected down, we did not break this blue 50. We came down to the band was support here, and we came down to the band and went back up into the 90s. So if we correct down more, as you can see, the band is there at the 50. we need to hold that 50 line. That's what I want to see happen. On the daily time frame, there's not much to say about it at the moment other than we most likely might get rejected at this yellow line here. And we'll talk more about that when I show you what's happening in the 4-hour time frame. Let's jump over to the 4-hour. Okay. I'm going to go over what we have here. And I'm an Elliott wave trader, so I am going to show you an Elliott wave format, what I see. Before I do that, we'll just talk about support and resistance. We made this high, we came down, we found support here. We came up, we found support here. Basically, we've hit this support 4 times. Now we've broken through, and we need to see if we're going to find support here. People that were looking at the descending triangle are looking at this as a breakout. We really don't need to go into the descending triangle right now because it's pretty much been invalidated. But right now we've broken that trend line and the breakout traders are causing this push up here. But if we look at it from an Elliott wave perspective, we had this correction down, whether you're calling this a 5-wave or a 3-wave. We have a 3-wave correction up. Then whether you're calling this a 5-wave or a 3-wave, it doesn't matter at this point. I see it as a 3-wave, but it doesn't matter. So this whole correction is either an A or it's a W, depending on the way you're looking at it. Now we start here. I clearly see this as a 3-wave. I clearly see this as a 3-wave. Now, with that being said, an Elliott wave, the only thing that can come after that is another 3-wave or a 5-wave. So right now, it doesn't much matter whether this is a 3-wave or a 5-wave. We have a push up. If we go past this 1.618 with a candle close, then I am looking at this completely wrong. And somehow the correction ended here, and this is a new push up, a new move. Right now, I don't really see how I could be looking at it wrong, but I could be. So the key is if we pass this level with a candle close, not just a wick up and then we come back down. So say we do not pass it and we stop here and we start correcting back down. This would turn into a B wave or an X wave. Then at that point, we have a 3, a 3, and then we will either come down with a 3-wave or we will come down in 5 waves. Depending on whether it's 3, that would be a Y, or we come down in 5 waves, that would be a C. Say we stop exactly where we're at. Let me get this off here real quick. say we stop here where we're at, or we have one more push up to the 1.618. The way we would project where we are going to end up is we would pull an extension like this. You would put it to the high, but say we push up to the 1.618. Then I would expect our next move to either truncate at this 618 and be very bullish, or we would come down to one of these corrective extensions here in this support or this support. So basically, in the end, and we will just call it an ABC for this video, it doesn't matter whether it's an ABC or WXY, this is what we would eventually have. And hopefully at that point, the correction would be over and we would be on our way to continue the bull run. And we can get into it later in a different video if this corrects up and doesn't continue on in a bull run. If that was to happen, all that happens then is this turns into one full correction and ends up being an A or a W, and then we go on with a bigger fourth wave. But in Bitcoin, that is what I see at the moment. I see this as three waves, and this is either 3 waves or 5. And remember, if we go past this point, then we are bullish, and somehow this correction ended here, and I'm just looking at it the wrong way, which is possible. This video was short. I hope you enjoyed it. Make comments in the bottom. Hit subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.